Let me just say that Year Walk is an odd beast that won't appeal to everyone. It's a slow-paced, quiet and ambient title, nailing its atmosphere better than anything else. That isn't to say it doesn't do other things well, because it does. The story focuses on an ancient Swedish ritual and vision quest known as year walking. If successful, those who choose to undergo a year walk would allegedly be able to see into the future. And so begins your journey as a nameless, silent year walker. The controls are simple at first, swiping left or right, up or down, as if leafing through the pages of a book, which is an apt description as I would consider Year Walk somewhat of an interactive novella. As you traverse through the snowy Scandinavian landscape, the wind whistles and the snow crunches beneath your feet. Just as important are the completely silent moments in the game, which work to heighten that feeling of tension and dread. The forest serves as a fittingly eerie setting, and truly the best way to experience the environment is with a pair of headphones. After your first true scare, and trust me, the game has numerous, you'll sometimes catch yourself too terrified to take another step. Soon after getting to learn your surroundings, the puzzles begin. Night falls and your year walk starts. You'll notice strange markings on the trees, a lockbox sitting in the snow, and things like a creepy doll hanging in a shed. Every puzzle is unique and often leaves you stumped. I normally have no issues with puzzles that leave me scratching my head. That's often the sign of a good mindbender after all. Yet I wish some of the puzzles in Year Walk were clearer on what kind of touch inputs are required. It becomes too much of a guessing game, and I found myself in trial and error territory as I swiped frustratingly at the screen, trying to understand what the game wanted me to do. Keeping a pen and paper handy is essential, as many of the puzzles will have you jotting down information necessary for puzzles later on. It's a nice touch, making you feel more engaged and a real tangible part of the year walking experience. When the puzzles work, everything comes together in a seamlessly unsettling package. The visuals are something out of a picture book, very minimalist in design, much like the game's sound. It all works cohesively, luring you into a false sense of security before making you realize this isn't one of those books that you read as a child. And again, the scares take you completely off guard, making you resent how endearing the visuals are. It all works in a smart and slick way. It's extremely important to explain that Year Walk requires you to download a secondary free app titled Year Walk Companion. In order to truly appreciate the entirety of the game, the companion is essential. Again, my comparison to a novella rings true, as the companion is all about reading backstory and learning more about the Swedish folklore of year walking. But if that doesn't interest you, simply wait until you've finished the game. The companion will come into play in an exciting new way that will truly surprise you. Giving myself a few days after I completed the game before writing this review, I'm surprised to find out how Year Walk has stayed in my mind. Walking through those woods, I was there. I was a part of it all as the story began to unravel. Maybe in the moment, the obscure puzzle designs will take you out of the experience, but once it's all said and done, the visions feel like they're yours. As I said before, Year Walk isn't for everyone, but if you've stuck with me this far, it might be for you. Treat yourself to something different. At the very worst, you've just experienced something wholly unique on your mobile device. At the very best, all of those feelings Year Walk made you feel will resonate in your mind for years to come. Thank you for joining me for today's episode. This has been Alex for Game Mob, that's www.gamemob.com.